Sure you're at home and ready for more? They certainly are in here. Let's get to the stage and your MC, Richard Ashcan.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2017 Lakeside World Championships, and what an atmosphere we have here this evening at the home of World Darts, the Lakeside! We now introduce to the stage a former Grand Slam of Darts, Winmore World Masters and World Cup Singles Champion. He's the reigning two-time Lakeside World Champion. It's Scotty to Hotty. Scott waits. Stage, the number 3 seed. He's the reigning Scottish Open and German Open champion. He's Dutch. He's Noppie. Danny Noppert.
We've had some marathons and we've had some sprints today in terms of matches and matchups. This, I fancy, more likely to be the former than the latter, but we shall see. First to 5 once again for the last semi-final berth in the men's competition. Starting us off in the commentary box, Vassos Alexander alongside Jim Proudfoot.
Thank you, Matt. Well, we started with 40 and we're down to the final 5. And the final quarter-final brings together another player steeped in experience and titles, and one of the next generation coming through with an eye on his crown. Scott Waits, the defending champion from West Yorkshire, aims to be the first man to retain his title here since Wolfie won back-to-back championships in 2010 and 2011. His opponent, Danny Noppert from Uri near Heerenveen in the Netherlands, has still only dropped the 1 set in this tournament, and the 26-year-old's dream of lifting the trophy at the first attempt isn't an unrealistic one. I think the bookmakers make him favourite for this match, and favourite to get to the final from the bottom half of the draw, with 10th seed Daryl Fitton awaiting the winners. The 3 quarterfinals we've had so far have all gone with the seedings. Will Noppert be able to make a clean sweep in that regard and make it through to his first ever semi-final?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First set, first leg. It's got to throw first. Game on.
2 Dutchmen on the stage. The referee is Marco Meyer. It's Waits to get us underway.
3 Englishmen already through to the last 4. Will it be an all-English affair on Saturday afternoon, evening? Or will Danny Noppert justify his favouritism? Scott Waite's the champion here in 2013, and again last year, both his finals, he won 7-1 against Tony O'Shea and Jeff Smith, respectively. Danny Noppert here won 3 ranking titles in 2016.
114.
Certainly an excellent front runner, Scott Waite, as he proved
81.
in those 2 victories, indeed the 2 years in which he won the title. He only dropped 5 sets in 2013, on his way to lifting the crown for the first time.
100.
The real humdingers on the way to regaining the title last year. 4-3 against De Vos, a 5-4 against Darten, in which he survived
13.
a match start. On the basis of what we've seen particularly earlier today, with the first 2 quarter-finals going 5-4, the form that these two have been in, since this one could go pretty deep into the evening as well.
16.
To give you some idea of the form they're bringing into this match this week, Noppert averages 95. Scott Waite's a shade over 89. Noppert first to a finish, which can't now be taken out.
Scotty require 90.
Double 18 if he comes back. Waite's already under a little bit of pressure, his throw here, needing 90. And pulls that second dart to the left. Threw the third one into the board with real fury, because he's opened the door here for Noppert for a break.
Double 18 to take the first leg of the match.
That's been short of the first leg. Danny Noppert. Second leg is Danny the 12 first. Kimo.
Calmly done. His checkout percentage this week, 24 out of 58 thrown, that's 41%, including that double 18.
45.
He doesn't seem the sort of guy to get phased by his first Lakeside quarter-final.
114.
In fact, he came out during the walk-on with his hands in his pockets. Not often you see that.
42.
Very little between the pair of them in terms of the checkout stats overall over the course of the week so far. More of a
45.
significant difference in Noppert's favour in the tournament averages. Nothing in this match so far in the very early days. Noppert slightly over 5 points better than his opponent through the opening 2 games that they played.
And he has the early break.
140.
I think we learned a lot about Noppert yesterday, Vassos, because had there been any pressure, it would have been in the match against his compatriot Richard Veenstra, which I think a few of the Dutch contingent were expecting would be very close, and that Veenstra might even be able to edge because of the previous Lakeside experience he had, and just the fact that he's been on the tour that little bit longer. Yeah, Noppert came through that and lost just 2 out of 14 legs, which really was an illustration into his mindset. But having had the break of throw in the first leg of this match, he's in a fair spot of bother in the second. With 3-ton 40s from Waite setting up this finish.
Scotty require 36.
Double 18 again to break straight back.
And that's came short of the second line. Scott Waite.
2 darts at a double in this match, both at double 18, both hit. 2 breaks a throw, 1 leg apiece.
Third leg, it's Scott to throw first. Pima. $100.
Noppert's previous experience on the tour has seen him reach the last 16 of the Grand Slam of darts. He lost to the then PDC World Champion Gary Anderson in a deciding 19th leg. It was an excellent performance from him that underlined the pedigree
59.
and his future as well. That's, of course, an event that Scott Waits has won in the past, back in 2010. One thing we haven't seen so far this week is how Noppert would respond to pressure.
He was 2 sets down in his second round match against Mark McGeaney.
85.
Scott Waits. So he's responded to pressure. Noppert's pretty much had it all his own way. And there goes the first maximum of this last quarter-final at Lakeside 2017.
100. Danny Unicorn, 161.
And that maximum has put Noppert on a finish here. Saw him respond to the crowd. There is a sizable Dutch contingent here at Lakeside, as always.
65.
Those players already eliminated, cheering him on as well. Waits having a look at 157 here. Needed the trouble with the first start. Noppert back, 96, another chance for a break.
Danny Unicorn, 96.
With Waits waiting on 20. Treble 17 now for tops. Okay, can't be done. 14s with the last dart.
36.
Take it away, Scott.
Scott Unicorn, 20.
Double 10 to hold and go ahead. Needs to adjust. Way into that bed, increasingly blocked.
And that's game short of the third line.
Not prohibitively so, though.
Forward line is Danny to throw first.
Excellent third dart. And Waits has back-to-back legs and a 2-1 lead.
100. $137.
Waits, as you say, Jim, will be keen to put Noppert under early pressure to see how he responds. He has been enjoying himself this week, the third seed.
60.
With several of his compatriots in the draw. Scott Waits, by contrast, takes himself off to a working men's club and practices on his own. There's another maximum for Danny Noppert.
Just dropping the third dart.
Danny Unicorn, 121.
Noppert with an opportunity. 121. It's an opportunity that will keep him in the set. He's got 6 darts at it.
89.
Double 18.
Good miss. 32 when he comes back, double 16.
57. Danny Unicorn, 32.
Double 16 then for Noppert for 2 apiece in the first. First dart's done him no favours. Now double 8.
16.
He's just betraying his nerves, potentially.
Danny Unicorn, 16.
Another chance to level this first set and take us into a decider. Needs to hit the double 4, you fancy?
12. Scott Unicorn, 89.
He's had 7 chances to win this leg. Waits back on 89 for the set here now. Double 5 for the first set.
84.
Really battles through them. He's finding his rhythm, Scott Waits. The door open again for Noppert. Double 2, he gets there this time. much to his evident relief.
Fifth flag, it's got the throw first. Game on.
Keeps the first set alive. Waits with the throw. It is noticeable, though. Much more reaction from Noppert tonight. To every success, every failure. Looking over to the crowd, looking over to his friends in the crowd, conversing with them from the stage. Haven't seen that before,
59.
so does that betray a change in mindset and a change in the pressure that he's feeling this evening, perhaps?
55.
I don't think he's missed 7 doubles in a row this week yet. Scott Waits, in fact, will be kicking himself that he allowed Danny Noppert to win that leg despite 7 missed darts at a double. He did have one chance at double 5 to nick the set, but here we are into a deciding leg.
140.
And after 2 quiet visits, the 140 helps.
Noppert replies in kind and keeps the pressure up with the 74-point lead after 9 darts apiece.
100.
Needed a 140 there. 176, no finish, of course. So Noppert 6 darts from 202 to take the set against the darts.
$58. $100.
76 left. If he comes back, 144 here for Noppert, and this is for the set. Can't be done now. It's just the doubles and the approach play letting him down at the moment, and certainly didn't need the bounce out. Waits very much in the box seat.
20 leaves double 18 for the set.
40. Then you require 104.
Second set dart missed by Waits. Treble 20. Double 12 to really punish Scott Waits. This for the first set.
Yeah, that's game short in the first set. Danny Noppert
Punishes him emphatically. Hardly a set of vintage darts from the Dutchman, but he's won it, and he's won it against the throw as well. And Waits will be kicking himself. 2 missed darts for the set, and Noppert has pounced.
Exactly the start that Scott Waits least wanted. And if he was nervous, Danny Noppert will take great heart from the way he won that first set.
Everything about it from Scott's point of view. Losing the set, okay, happens. Losing it with the darts, that happens as well. Passing up opportunities 85. To win it. All those things combined. There's almost the look of bemused surprise on Danny Noppert's face that he is 1-0 up.
Yes, that was a really? Okay, I'll take that. Thank you. Kind of look. Noppert will be thinking, wow, if I can play that badly and still win, perhaps I'll be all right.
43. Scotty require 139.
Double 11 is left.
128. $59. Scotty require
There's John Locken,
11.
the Dutch team manager. Who he wants to win. Double 4. And Scott Waits wins the first leg. That's another one against the Darts, so an opportunity already at the start of this second set to break back.
That was Jackie, a big Belgian darts fan. Went through
58.
agonies as Geert de Vos lost 5-4 to Darryl Fitton in the first of the quarterfinals this afternoon. Still here, and you think supporting Danny Noppert.
100.
Low countries together.
Well, having had that break, Waits in an excellent position here. Noppert needed those two trebles. 161. It's for 12 Darter. Treble 17. Just in the wrong bed. Let's look at 19s here. Not a costly error with Noppert still back on 2-4-3.
140.
Second consecutive ton 40. 76 here for Waits.
For a two-leg lead. 2-8. There they are.
Game short in the second line. Scott Waits.
He's responded well to losing that first set, hasn't he?
Well, you alluded earlier to the fact that he got himself out of a little bit of a corner in the second round match against Mark McGuinness. Waits was 2-0 down in that. He survived 3 set darts in the fourth and would have been 3-1 down. Ended up being 2-2, and he went on to win relatively comfortably then.
100. 140.
Always good to see the king of bling at Lakeside. Bobby George, twice a runner-up.
A magnificent reception as well
55.
from the crowd here today, as he was paraded on the stage between the last game and this one. Massive fan club, this Bobby.
140.
Probably fair to say, Jim, that you and I are part of it.
Absolutely.
100.
Waits beginning to take control. 2 ton 40s. If he can close this leg out, he's won the second set in double quick time.
100.
Love another one.
140. Scotty require 121.
So this is for the set. Treble 11 for a double 14. A single leaves the ball for the set.
96. Then you require 106.
106 here for Noppert. 103 left. All he can do.
74.
Hit that treble with the last dart.
25.
Hope that Waits misses 25. This to tie it up at 1-1.
Oh dear. He's missed big 9.
So just the 1 dart at a double instead of 2, and he's missed it, so it could be a costly error.
Then you require 32.
Noppert back, double 16. And it's a hold that seemed unlikely.
Danny Noppert. Forward leg, it's got the throw first. Game on. 45.
Scott Waits has probably made all the errors that he wanted to not make, especially in the early stages. Missing darts for the first set, letting Danny Noppert play himself into a bit of confidence. Now missing darts for the second set.
81.
Missing big 9. That was sloppy, but he still has the darts, and he's still throwing to level the match at 1 set apiece.
140.
Only best part of 100 ahead after 6 darts apiece.
46.
And he's effectively got the darts back here. Now an opportunity to break back. Trying to turn the screw. 1 treble in. Second dart just falls south.
140.
He's in a commanding position here.
Lead of almost 200.
Danny, you require 141.
6 darts from 141 to level this second set and take us into a deciding leg. Treble 19 for double 12. If he wants to do it in 3 for a 141. Yes, how about that?
Fourth line, Danny Noppie. Fifth leg is Danny to throw first.
Brilliant 141 check out from the young man. More quality finishing from him. Just sees a glimmer of an opening, that's all it takes. He knows that he can throw better than he has been, but he's still in an outstanding position. Has the darts, has the advantage in this deciding leg in the second set. He could be 2-0 up in a moment, knowing that there's room for improvement.
100.
Could do with a big visit here.
87.
Well, we're disappointed with that after finding the treble with his first dart. Noppert 32 ahead plus these.
46.
There's a missed opportunity to pull further clear. And Waits capitalise.
85.
Throwing the darts into the board with real ferocity. More measured delivery from Noppert. And a good cover shot with that third dart.
'81. Danny, you require 158.
Yes.
Scotty, you require 167.
So 167 for the set. He hasn't been able to take the big one out either, and that
59.
Again gives Danny Noppert the opportunity. 60 points away from a 2-0 lead. It's tops. And it's a sizable advantage, even at this early stage of the match. He hasn't been at his best, he hasn't needed to be at his best. Picked off the chances when he's needed to. And Danny Noppert has won both of the opening sets. Scott Waits, the defending champion, in a spot of bother here. Danny Noppert, the young gun from Heerenveen, leads 2-0.
Yeah, well, I think with players that are not that experienced, once they do get in front, you know, they tend to relax. Where early doors, they're obviously going to be a bit nervous because it's all new to them. But yeah, he's an impressive player, and I think he could kick on from that.
We shall see. Back we go.
Well, the one advantage that you would think that Scott Waits would have over everybody else left in the field is that he has made it to the final before. The guys in the top half of the draw have experience of losing semi-finals. Waits the only man who's ever won one.
Third set, first leg, it's got the throw first, game on.
And as far as this match is concerned, obviously he's the only man with experience of even winning a quarter-final before. Needs to come from behind again. Noppert, an outstanding front runner.
Remember, Danny Noppert's only dropped one set so far.
114.
Scott Waits was 2 sets down in the second round in a race to 4. So definitely not panic stations yet. There were opportunities in both of those first 2 sets for Scotty to Hotty. Opportunities he would expect himself to take. This was a football match. Scott Waits would have had most of the possession, most of the chances, and Noppert would have nicked a couple of goals on the break.
77, Scotty require 161.
It's not half-time yet, and Scotty's on a finish.
81.
But so too is Noppert, and this is for another opportunity to break.
Scott should require 18.
Well, he could do with this after losing 3 legs in a row at the end of that second set. 20 in tops.
16. Then you require 102.
He's had 2 ton-plus checkouts already. Tops for another.
82.
Not too far away. There would have been another break of throw. They're both left on 20. Waits particularly has to hit this. He does.
Short in the first leg. Scott Waits.
Second double 10.
First.
And he holds at the start of the third set. Since the tournament started back in 1978, 7 men have won the title at their first attempt. Only 2 in the last 20 years. They were, though, both Dutchmen. Jelle Klaassen and Christian Kist. Danny Noppert, 5 years after Kist's success, hoping to emulate his countrymen.
83.
I know that Tim Peake ran a marathon when he was in space last year, and I know that they have played golf on the moon, but I wonder, how about a leg of darts in space?
100.
I can see one flaw in that.
$55.
No spectacular scoring in this leg, but Noppert with the darts retaining control. He's just left himself 1-7-8 here. Let's make sure he doesn't do anything daft.
41.
Like that.
Finishing's not too bad from either player, and bear in mind that Noppert missed 7 in a row before winning 1 leg in the first
100.
set. The average is, again, nothing special, as you say.
Scott should require 147.
Scott Waits already knows that these are the kind of opportunities he needs to take to get himself back into this match and send a message out to his young opponent.
97.
50 left if he comes back, and he will expect to. And he will.
97. Scott, you require 15.
Right then, Scott, for a two-leg lead.
Wrong bet again.
Again, missed a big number. His big 9 last set. He's got one dart now to double. It's for tops, and he's missed it.
Then you require 14.
Another leg that he could easily have lost.
Third leg, it's got to throw first.
And there have been 2 or 3 of those in the match at crucial points that Waite's has been the overwhelming favourite to get the job done, but hasn't. The odd error along the way. And Danny Noppert's been there to capitalise, and he's hit doubles at important times. He hasn't hit them all. He hasn't missed a crucial one yet, really.
He hasn't certainly missed a set dart.
60.
He's 2 out of 2 in set darts. Danny Noppert. Scott Waite is 0 for 4.
180.
And much to his evident relief, his first maximum of the night.
Just what he needed. Get the crowd on their feet, a shot of adrenaline. John Locken and Eileen de Graaf behind him, supporting Danny Noppert.
99. Scott, you require 138.
138 then, to get back ahead in this set. And we'll be back, had 6 darts.
Hit the big 18 this time.
Scott, you require 40.
Elvis watches on as Scott waits. Aims at the red bit at the top of the board and hits it. First time he's hit double top.
96.
Smack in the middle it was as well.
41.
He's had an excellent year, Danny Noppert. He reached the quarterfinals of the World Trophy here at the Lakeside in May, where he was beaten by Dean Reynolds. Won the German Open, the Scottish Open, the Masters of Waregem in Belgium. He was the runner-up at the Dutch Open.
95.
Events that have contributed to him seeing his world ranking shoot up to number 4. Some way clear of his opponent tonight, who's ranked 9.
34.
2 excellent cover shots there. Scott has won 1 tournament since his success here last year, beating Wesley Harms in the final of the European Classic in July. His 22nd ranking title success.
57.
Both sets so far have gone to deciding legs. Both have been won by Holland's Danny Noppert, and we're favourite to go the distance again here.
100. Danny, you require 74.
Could do it in 2 darts. Can still do it. Tops. He's only missed it once.
54.
He's missed it twice now.
128.
And again, an opportunity for Waits, and this is for the set. Treble 20. Would have left him bullseye.
92. Danny, you require
Double
20.
tennis there for Noppert. Double 5.
Hello. Are these nerves?
And
No.
that's game shot and a
They're
full
not.
line. Danny Noppert. 5th flag, it's got to throw first. Game on. 60.
There's been one Dutch World Champion already crowned this week, and that was in the World Youth Championships, and certainly a young man who's built a stellar reputation for himself 59. By the age of just 16. There he is, Justin van der Gaal, looking on, another cheering on his countryman Danny Noppert. I don't think there's too much doubt that it's
100.
destined for van der Gaal to get deep in this tournament, in the men's tournament, before too long.
He averaged almost 90 in that final.
96.
Winning it by 3-0. Which way's this set going? Which way's this quarter-final going? Noppert's way at the moment.
140.
Important visit. Keeps the pressure on. Scott waits. Do it another. Oh, yes! Big score, big moment.
Brilliantly timed. And an outstanding opportunity now for Scott Waits
60.
to halve the deficit.
66.
Get back to 2-1. 6 darts at 66. Double 8. All the time in the world. Double 4 now. Make it 2-1.
Yeah, that's game short in the third set. Scott Waits.
Scott Waits on the board. His first set of the match.
Fourth set, first leg. It's Danny Noppert first. Game on.
Excellent power scoring and finishing in a leg that was crucial to his chances. If he had a bad leg there, he really would have been staring into the abyss. But as it is,
140.
it's back to 2-1.
He took out 2-4-6 in 6 darts. And the question now is, how will Danny Noppert respond?
It look as though it's phased him unduly. 2 ton 40s. The immediate response.
55.
It's been an unusually generous, very un-Scott Waits-like performance, or it had been until the last 6 darts of the third set.
Danny, you require 121.
So 121 for the first leg of the fourth set. Three left.
47.
Waits back on 252.
100. Danny, you require 74.
He's hit the wrong treble, so he now needs to hit the single 7 for double top. For the first leg of the fourth.
That's game short in the first leg. Danny Noppert. Second leg, it's got the throw first. Game on.
Every time Danny Noppert has had a dart at a double, he has won the leg.
A few breaks early on. That was the 10th successive leg that has gone with 59. The darts. He's broken the Waits throw 3 times.
121.
Broken twice in return.
Do you know what, Jim? This quarter-final is bubbling up nicely.
55.
If they both start hitting the big numbers, we could be in for a treat. Both capable of it.
114.
Well, we've had 2 5-4s already today. Couldn't bet against this one going the distance into the deciding set as well.
114.
If it continues to go with throw, as it has done for the last half hour or so, Noppert will have a 3-1 lead in terms of sets at the next break. That's an excellent switch over to treble 14 for him there. Leaves him tops and puts real pressure on the weights throw.
Double 14, 2 darts at it, must hit it really, with Noppert on 40. Double 7.
78. Danny Unicorn 40.
He's 3 from 5 at tops. Double 10 now.
That's game short of the second leg. Danny Noppert.
The second leg and a break, another pivotal moment. Set up quite magnificently by Noppert. Put the pressure on Scott Waite's 85. Pounced on the error. And now he's got the darts in his hand for a 3-1 lead going into the next break.
96.
Once again, every time Danny Noppert has had a dart at a double, he's won the leg. Scott Mitchell
55.
has lost 5 legs in which he has thrown at a double. Scott Waite. Did I say Mitchell? It's been a long week.
Slip of the tongue. We're on the same page as you, Vas, don't worry. Switched across to the 18s. Belgian superfan Jackie cheering the Dutchman on here.
114.
And he's in a really strong position again. Another decent, solid leg from Noppert. Just trying to get himself close. And again, a crucial third dart, getting the treble. Down to 71, Waite's back on 206.
81. Danny Unicorn 71.
For a 3-1 lead in sets. 14. For double top. For Danny Noppert.
That's game short in the fourth set.
He's not giving anything away. This is a clinical performance from the third seed. That's why many people think Danny Noppert is favourite to win this title. He's certainly favourite to win this quarter-final from here. In a race to 5, Danny Noppert leads the 2-time champion Scott Waite by 3 sets to 1.
It's about the doubles, as ever. 48% Noppert, 35 Waite. And as Vassos says in commentary, every time he gets a chance, Noppie takes it.
Yeah, he's very efficient in that area tonight. He's looking okay. They're both a bit more up and downs than a roller coaster, really. They just, neither of them can actually settle and play their best game. But there's several factors to that. You know, I don't think Scott's in the greatest form, and Danny's a little bit inexperienced, but you know, it's still a good watch. I'm enjoying the match because you don't really know what's going to happen. Anything, this could turn around and we could end up with a tiebreaker. And Marco Meyer's on the stage, Mr. Tiebreaker himself.
You never know. You never know. Scott Waite's with the darts in this 5th set then, and a change in the commentary box. Paul Nicholson has snuck in to join Jim.
Thank you, Matt. Chris. So this is, as you say, the 5th set. It's the first time.
First leg, it's got to throw first. Game on.
First time that Danny has gone into a 5th set so far this week. There won't be too many opportunities, Paul, or too many times in the past where he has gone into 5 sets. Just tell us your experience, how significant it is when you're playing a match that's much longer than you played before? What goes first, your arm, your head? How does it affect you?
Well, the arm starts to go into autopilot. I think I said earlier on this afternoon that the hours of practice that you do in the days leading up to events like this, and
16.
in Scott's case, the experience of playing these matches is invaluable. Because if that arm starts to get wobbly, everything else falls apart. The arm wobbles, the head starts
58.
to go. If the head goes, everything else goes. It's like a vicious circle. But the way that people prepare these days, and the length of days that they play at tournaments, like the ones in the UK,
100.
the Netherlands, they should be ready for this. The arm should be fit enough. And with the confidence that they bring into the quarterfinals of this tournament, they should be mentally ready as well.
123.
But Chris mentioned inexperience for Danny Noppert. You have to put yourself in these situations to get the experience, and he's doing a pretty good job right now.
100.
Has himself a 3-1 lead. He's only dropped 2 sets all week, as he's moved within 2 of a place in the semi-finals at the first attempt.
100. Scott, you require 146.
146 then for Scott Waits.
$57. Then you require 135.
Another opportunity for Noppert, who's already taken out a check out bigger than this one. Treble 15. Would have left tops. Instead, he's just given Waits another opportunity.
83. Scott, you require 89.
They're definitely scared that treble 15. Now he's looking at tops, perhaps.
69.
They've got one of them.
Danny, you
But
require
Danny Noppert
52.
fancy a 12 and double top here. He's been hitting this with alarming regularity. Double 10 now. Yeah, lethal. That doubling
Danny Noppert.
is becoming
Second leg is Danny the 12
a bit of a
first.
trademark for this man. Very impressive indeed.
Another leg against the darts. And he's in pole position here to take a 4-1 lead.
96.
All he has to do is hold his throw. The next 5 times he's at the oche, and he's won the match.
Sounds awfully simple, doesn't it?
That's all.
Darts made simple by
83.
Jim Proudfoot. There you have it. He wouldn't be the only Dutch debutant to possibly win the title. Obviously, Christian Kist has done that. Oh, yeah, that was. He was
83.
involved in Draftgate with Ted Hankey. What a game that was. That had everything.
81.
Honestly, that game between Kist and Hankey was like an episode of Dallas.
100.
So much drama. Good times.
Not so much who shot JR, but who felt the draft.
He turned on the aircon. Doesn't have the same ring to it though.
52.
Noppert's left that 170 checkout again. If you'd have hit it, it wouldn't be worth £5,000.
97.
It'd be worth 2.5.
170.
Darryl Fitton has already hit it today. Can he hit it? 170, top of the shot.
145.
Expected it to go in, the form that he's been in.
100.
Just kissed the wire. Had that gone in, it would have cost Darryl Fitton £2,500. Waits though with a chance to respond, and he's responding quite brilliantly. 100 check out in 2 darts, and that's the break back.
Third leg, it's got the throw first. Kimo.
Lovely shot. Well, missing that bullseye has not only cost Danny Noppert 2.5 grand, but it cost him the leg as well, which I'm sure he'd much rather have at this point in time.
180.
Scott Waits fills it up, maximum at the start of this leg. Incidentally, that last leg, the first that Danny Noppert has had a dart and a double in the match, that he's ended up losing the leg.
Oh, in the 5th set, that's a very, very good statistic.
100.
4 perfect darts at the start of the leg, but only 4 for Waits.
I had that feeling this morning that we might get a 9-darter today. I don't think it's going to happen. We got pretty close with Darryl Fitton. Oh, we've had some great darts from these guys in this leg.
140.
Hurried the third one through there. A 180, a ton, and a 140 for Waits in this leg.
Scott require.
That was the bare minimum that Noppert needed, really, just in case Scott Waits cannot eliminate this 81. Now it's only 24. Double 6.
69.
So now the 124 is makeable.
Then you require 124.
He could potentially need that bullseye again.
Has to break back. Treble 18 would leave the ball. Can he hit it this time?
99.
Misses the same way.
Require 12.
2 6s stands between Waits and getting this third leg. Will he? He won't.
6.
And he gives Danny Noppert another opportunity to take the lead
25.
in a vital set. 1 for double 12.
And he takes that double 12. A leg that in many ways has been the story of the night for Scott Waits. He's got himself into positions. His finishing at the crucial times has let him down. And Danny Noppert has just nipped in and hit the doubles to take advantage. Waits missing 4 darts at double 6 to win that leg.
137.
Back in the first set of the night, he missed set darts in legs 4 and 5 to take a 1-0 lead.
55.
He went 1-0 down, and he hasn't got his nose in front since.
I don't know about you
for Lucy at the moment.
I don't know about you, Jim, but I'm still getting used to the game plan of Danny Noppert. How does he want to win legs? A lot of players have got their own ways of going these days. I watched 3 or 4 games with Danny now, and he's one of the best double 12 hitters I've ever seen. He really does hit it with alarming regularity. He's great on tops. And bullseyes, don't get me started. He's brilliant at those as well. Very, very much a fan of this guy. I think he's got a big future.
100.
Hasn't missed a dart at double 12 today. 3 from 3.
95.
That's sorted, then he's going to miss the next one.
Lucy's emotions are being put through the ringer here.
140.
And Danny Noppert, with a 140, has set himself up perfectly. And he's got a chance to come back here, take out 47, and he goes 4-1 up.
7 for tops as opposed to 15 double 16. Still tops.
7.
Doesn't matter, he's coming back. But he'd much rather have just taken that out, taken the set, and moved on. Snarl from Scotty to Hotty. As if to say,
40.
come on, Scott. Point of no return now. Good guide. Now you've got to hit it.
20.
Uh-oh.
Scotty require 81.
5 set darts missed. But this is a monumental visit for Scott Waits. Double 12. Great first dart. He's gone in the 9. He can't finish. He can't believe what he's done there. Worst place he could have missed it. Single 12, double 9, either would have been fine.
Then you require 20.
Instead, Noppert is back. Double 10 for a 4-1 lead. He marches on.
To the 5th set. Danny Noppert.
Well, he got a little bit of fortune at the end.
Set, first leg is Danny to throw first.
But he won't care. 4-1 to Danny Noppert, and Scott Waits has now got to do what he did last year. Same position, same stage, same score.
100.
That was against Glendarren. He led 4-1. He ended up winning it 5-4. And it is going to be in a deciding 9th set if he can turn this around. He's a point ahead in the averages, but he's behind on the checkouts, and that has been the significant statistic tonight. And it's not just the 41% that Noppert's hit, it's the ones that he's hit, it's the time that he's hit them.
97.
Seems to me like that's how he plays. I mean, the game against Veenstra, he averaged 91. You'd think, yeah, steady game, but it looked better than that.
60.
Just the timing of the shots. Seems to me like he's doing the same thing tonight. Maybe that's his strength. He just picks your pocket, puts at your heels. Seems to me like he's an annoyingly good kind of player. From the player's perspective, anyway.
So what
60.
chances for Scott Waits? Not quite none, but not too far above.
And sometimes he plays his best stuff in these positions.
Then a unicorn, 141.
Well behind against Durant last year, went on to win the title.
He's running out of time though. If Noppert hits double 12 here,
129.
finish 12 short, but he will be back. And if he can take out the double 6 in a moment, he's just 2 legs away.
139.
He exudes self-belief.
Doesn't look uncomfortable to me whatsoever. He may feel uncomfortable if he doesn't hit double 3.
That's
Well,
game short in the first leg.
That's
Danny Noppert.
called belief in yourself.
Second leg, it's got to throw first.
And we saw
Game on.
some shots at double 3 yesterday, just going low and low and low. The trick with double 3 is
100.
have a look at it, give it a chance. If you split it, so be it. That one was right in the middle. Brilliant shot.
Another massive stride from the 26-year-old from Zurich in Friesland.
.78.
3 perfect darts at the start of the leg.
And one thing
That was
we do
number
have
4.
here, apart from the fact that we were just on a 9 darter there for a very short period of time,
114.
is 2 dart players who are using black darts. And that's something that's only become fashionable in the last few years. And one of the main reasons that people use black darts is because when they're going towards that treble 20, they usually sit up or sit down, and with these guys it's they sit up. But it actually makes this segment look bigger, that treble 20.
114.
Because the black against the black, it makes the dart look invisible.
Is that why they do it?
That's exactly why it's done. It has a stealth effect in the board. It makes everything look bigger, more hittable.
Well, that's a rarity. He's hit the wrong single. He's got 23 left now. Danny Noppert. 3 leaves double 10 to move within a leg.
31. Scotty
Probably not a fatal error in terms of this leg. Could be though. 16 will leave ball. A rare Noppert error, punished emphatically by Waits.
This is what he does, picking up the pieces. And it could be a shot like that that just says to Scott Waits, right, well, this is where the comeback begins. That is point 0 right there. Let's keep going. So what does Noppert do?
180.
You're not having any of that, Sonny Jim. 180 for Noppert. Great start of the leg.
Scott Waits just muttering under his breath. Frustrated that darts 2 and 3 didn't follow dart 1 into the treble segment.
95.
If a comeback is launched, we will look back to that last leg.
95.
One error from Noppert, hitting 18 rather than the 1. Then missing 1 dart at double rather than having 2 darts at a double.
140.
Bullseye punishing it.
We've had some pretty good comebacks on the Lakeside stage over the years. I suppose the best one was a comeback that never really got over the line, 1989. Jockey Wilson was miles in front. Double 16 for Noppert though, to stop that comeback. Now it's double 9.
$77.
But he didn't have to try and take it out with Waits back on 206 there. What would you have done?
I'd probably have done that and missed it as well.
190.
Great pressure with the maximum. 1 hits it this time, double 4, and he's 1 leg away from a place in the semi-finals. Again, he turns, acknowledges his support in the crowd. He knows he's close. He's not there yet, which is a message that I think is just being relayed to him. Calm down, concentrate, celebrate when the job is done. Scott Waits in a massive hole now.
I'll tell you what Danny Noppert doesn't have on that Lakeside stage. He doesn't have any emotional baggage. That's the power of the debutant. He's 100% on this stage as well. Can't get more confident than 100%. It's looking like that's going to continue.
Well, it's hit 2 out of every 5 doubles this week in the tournament. He's averaging nearly 94 in the tournament at large.
100.
And a semi-final with Darryl Fitton potentially is just a few darts away.
Ik ben euforisch. Maar toen ik 500
Can't beat a good England versus the Netherlands battle, especially on Super Saturday at Lakeside.
85.
Doesn't get any bigger than Wolfie versus Barneveld when it comes to a Dutch-English battle at Lakeside. I remember that. That was a great game. But Danny Noppert wants to get into that match. He's going to have to get rid of this 216 sharpish. So Waits is lurking on the maximum finish.
55. Scotty require 170.
Well, potentially, he's got to hit 170 here to stay in the tournament and keep the defence of his title alive. Cross with himself. The door is open. Match darts for Noppert. Will we get a dart at a double for the match? Not in this visit.
We've got rid of Vainstrup with a 164 on the bull. He's not going to finish this match out with a 161. Who's to say
80.
He might not take out the 81. but he's got to wait for weights. He's already had 102 in this match, but Noppert's going to have max darts. He should get a minimum of a dart of the bullseye.
Double 12, he's got 2 darts for the match. Double 6. Nerves jangling, takes his time this time to adjust. And has missed it.
Scotty requires 40.
Just calm down is the message. Waits 40 to save his defence of his title.
That's came short of the forward line. Score.
Rolls it in off the barrel. It's 2-2. We go to a deciding leg in set number 6.
I guarantee you, Scott Waits thought it was all over. But he's in the position now. You can tell from his expression.
100.
He is in relaxation mode now. He's got nothing to lose all of a sudden. But he will not stop fighting. We know that about him.
68.
Looks like we did put the curse on that double 12 after all.
Sorry, Danny.
Excellent start to a leg that will get him over the line if he can hold his throw. 100 followed by 140.
83.
Looks disgusted with himself with that cover shot. Noppert on 2-6-1. Can see that finishing line. Getting closer all the time.
91.
Good thinking from Danny Noppert. I thought for a second he was going to go for that 60 again, and I'm actually gesturing here in the comms box. Go downstairs. He thought twice, he went downstairs, he did the right thing.
170 for the match. What a way this would be to take it out. Bullseye. Top of the shot, 170. Would have been a place in the semi-finals. Would also have been a share of the highest tournament checkout of the week. 204 left here for Waits.
$121. Danny, you require 25.
Match starts again. Double 11. Good marker.
3.
Not good enough.
Couldn't even need double 12 that time. Funnier things have happened in the game of darts. Waits might hit this, you know. He can still hit this. It's a funny angle for that first dart. He's going to try for treble 18 again. He's got it. Double 18 to save his championship. And he's got it. You can't write him off. Two-time world champion Scott Waits is still in this tournament. And Danny Noppert cannot believe it. We're going to a break. Jim Proudfoot, what do you say about that?
5 missed match darts for Noppert. Waits, with his hopes on the line, hits 8 18s, a 1-4-4 checkout to stay alive. Magnificent bottle and resilience. He's still in the tournament. 4-2 down, he's got a lot to do, but he could yet be able to do it. Noppert 4, Waits 2 at the break.
Just repetitive and stays solid and consistent.
Now, I mentioned this is the story of last year's quarter-final for Scott Waits against Glenn Durrant, and he won it from 4-2 down. Can he? Again?
Why not? You know, he knows how to do it.
Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't be a surprise, but to think that he can get 3 consecutive sets off of Noppert at this level, I'm not sure that's possible.
But Noppie did miss 5 darts for the match, so, of course, the finishing line looming sometimes affects you. We shall see, as ever. The only way to find out is keep watching and listening. Back to the comms box.
Well, it has been a day that has given us pretty much everything. And another thrilling conclusion. A match, as you can see, played out in magnificent sportsmanship.
Set, first lag is Scotty first, game on.
I don't know what Dutch for out of jail is, but I think Noppert's just taught it to Waits. Brilliant recovery on the 1-4-4. This is how he did it.
It's a great first dart. But as we'll see in a second, the second one was awkward. He had to hook it around the first one because the angle was wrong. He went to the side, and as you can see, it went in a different angle. It went underneath it from the right-hand side. And then he didn't move. He went straight to the double 18. It's a magic shot. And under that pressure, it is one of the best finishes you could ever wish to see. You can't tell me that Scott Waits doesn't want to hang on to that trophy a little bit longer.
114.
And worth reminding ourselves that it had been preceded, the previous visit. Noppert match darts in his hand,
100.
missed single 1, which would have left him double 12, hit the treble 1, so he left him double 11. He's been brilliant at double 12, missed those 2 darts at double 11, and has now missed 5 match darts altogether.
Scotty required 161.
How will it affect him? Waits, the first look at a check out in set number 7. Not the spectacular
82.
conclusion to this leg from him that we saw in the last one.
No, not at all. But he doesn't need it. And it's that old thing about being a dart away. Now he's a lot of darts away. Set format, it can bite
60.
you.
Scotty requires 79.
Double 11.
That's game short of the first line. Scott Waits.
That's how you hit double
Second
11.
leg is Danny Control first, game on.
There's a clinical finish yet again from Scott Waits.
77.
You talk about the advantage of the debutant. No emotional baggage for Danny Noppert. But the flip side of that is that Scott Waits can draw upon previous experience, can look back to last year and the way that he turned it around against Durham, can look back to last year and the way he turned it around against DeVos. So he knows that it's capable, he knows what it takes. And Danny Noppert can't draw on that same experience.
He definitely can't, not in this format anyway, because BDO tournaments all year do not play this format.
100.
So unless you've been on that Lakeside stage a few years, you don't know how to play in this particular situation. He's just going to have to draw on lots of natural ability, his nice, precise timing,
94.
and stick to playing good stuff. Which is exactly what he's doing in this leg. Very tight indeed.
180.
Second maximum of the leg, 1 apiece. 150 here for Noppert on a finish. Treble 18 would have left double 18. Instead, it's double 15 he's looking at here.
120.
Too far away from a 150. 121 for Waits.
61st. Now it's 11. Now it's Bull. He's got Bull. Make no mistake, folks. Scott Waits is still in this match, and he's come back from the break with a renewed sense of vigour. He doesn't need energy drinks, he just needs a 1-4-4 to get him going.
And the crowd believe now. There's been a discernible change of atmosphere. Scott Waits with the majority of support. Several on their feet, getting behind their man.
Danny Noppert probably thinks he's just been hit by a bulldozer that's been attached to a train. He's been hit that hard in the last 3 legs. Really good stuff. 121 out, 79 out, 144 out. That's Bob Anderson-esque type finishing.
180.
It's the maximum, and again acknowledges the Dutch contingent on the right-hand side of the auditorium.
83.
And he's got an opportunity here. 96 followed by a 180. Needs to break back.
38.
Hasn't hit a treble, and the advantage that he had created for himself has gone. Partly gone. .210 left here for Scott Waits.
123.
Incredible shot there. He takes the 3 off. Then he needs snookers, and he gets 2 of them. What a reply from Danny. What a reply from Danny Noppert.
Scott to require 150.
Who's to say he can't do this one? He can still do it. He can still do it. Oh boy, Scott Waits. You teased it.
16.
He's been struggling in double 8 for a while. Double 4. Double 2. His finishing has let him down in the last 15 minutes or so. Holds that one though.
Uh-oh. We've got a confident Dutchman on the stage who is not afraid to go at the crowd a little bit. This is getting interesting.
So that was the break back. But he still needs another break
83.
if he's to win this set and do it in the 7th. Adrenaline coursing through the veins of the 2 players. Average is creeping up as a result of that. Waits still with the marginal advantage. Both players north of 93 now.
180.
Some things come when you least expect it, and we thought this match was over, and since then we've had some of the best darts we've seen all week.
That maximum was Noppert's 7th of the night. Waits has had 5.
100.
Down into Keith Della territory for Danny Noppert. Crucial trebles though for Waits.
125. Danny, you require 138.
138. Traditionally is a 61st, followed by a treble 18. He'll take 98 on the provision that Waits doesn't hit the 141.
He's had a 144 and a 121 in the very recent past.
105.
18's when he comes back, if he comes back. He's only back if Noppert doesn't hit tops to tie this set up. Double 10.
Yeah, that's game short in the 4th line. Danny Noppert.
Beginning to find his rhythm around the outside of the board again. Just looked as though it was going awry for him. And another one of these crucial deciding legs. This time in set number 7. This the difference between it being 4-3 and a barnstorming climax. Or Noppert having a pint glass in his hand in a moment's time, celebrating his first ever World Championship semi-final place.
Judging by the way this leg started, it's one of those put your cuppers down type of legs.
100.
This is good so far. And it keeps getting better all the time.
140.
Really good. Now Waits on 268. 98 is the bare minimum. He'll go 18s. Really good. Sensational switch. Cuts that score in half.
That's a rarity, a single.
100. Scott to require 134.
So the Gladiators come to this. Waits 134.
$58.
124 now for Noppert for the match. Bullseye for a place in the semi-finals.
83.
Not in the same postcode.
No, that was in Guildford Town Centre. He might come back, but then again he might not. And he isn't! Scott Waits takes set 7. This game keeps going on and on and on. And it doesn't even look like there's any pressure. Noppert's going to start getting twitchy. Scott Waits is going to keep sprinting.
96.
One down. Got it back to 4-2 in sensational circumstances. And now back to 4-3. Will Noppert's nerve hold?
83.
Oh, will Waits produce one of the great comebacks of recent years? His title on the line. Survived a number of
100.
potential fatal blows. Noppert just hasn't been able to put it away. 6 match darts missed up to this point for the Dutchman. And it must be playing on his
100.
mind.
It wouldn't be human if it didn't. But to quote the great Jim Nance, as far as Scott Waits is concerned, that was clutch. Just brilliant under pressure. To save your championship in 2 consecutive sets, he didn't miss a dart. He had 2 treble 18s and a double 18, a treble 20 and a double 8. Absolute perfection under pressure.
Treble 20. What a left ball. Threw it so far, it almost bounced out behind him.
Did you see him keep that dart on the floor, the evils? How dare you come out of the board.
Danny, you require 86.
For a hold of throw at the beginning of the 8th. Double 16.
Yeah, that's game short in the first line. Danny Noppert.
Another one on the board.
Second line.
More conversation from afar with the management team.
'81.
Well, I hope Justin Van Terhouw is paying attention, because I can see him being involved in matches like this in his future.
180.
Justin enjoying it. Noppert enjoying that maximum, which could be a very significant one.
42.
Now, a ton 40 here is a massive step.
$134.
Not too far short.
Not bad at all. Lovely use of the switch down to the treble 19.
96.
Take 187 after 6 darts in most situations, and definitely in this one. He is running for this line. Great leg so far. Should be a 140.
100.
He'll take it though.
Well, the third dart again was absolutely crucial, but it's 87 here for a break of throw. Double 18, 2 darts to move within a leg again.
Yeah, that's game short in the second line. Danny Noppert.
Magnificent discipline shown by the rookie on the Lakeside stage.
Third leg is Danny to throw first.
Darts in his hands for the match.
I've said that before, but this is different. He's just taken out 2 wonderful finishes. 2 beautiful 2 darters. Clean as you like.
60.
Is there another twist in the tail? Has Scott Waits got any more tricks in his bag? Got to find out, but it's looking very likely because Noppert will have 2 opportunities to have the darts for the match in this set. He wants rid of it now. He doesn't want any more looking over his shoulder.
18.
He just has that little bit of daylight again. Can he make it count this time?
99.
Will the man who's proved to be such a magnificent escapologist on the Lakeside stage on occasion in the past be able to add another chapter to his glittering CV?
114.
Well, if he does get out of this, I'm going to start calling him Scotty 2 Copperfield.
100.
Scotty 2 Deeney.
That's got a better ring to it. Nice work, Mr. Profoot.
125.
96 points away from the match. Boy, does he need a 140 here.
100.
This could be it.
It could be it. 142 is easy when you've had a 144 to save your championship, but it's double 19 to finally go through. And he doesn't mess around this time. Danny Noppert lets a little bit of emotion go and slaps that hand. And Scott Waits, who really has shown class as champion, but his reign is over.
His reign is over for another year. The 2-time champion bows out at the quarter-final stage, and Danny Noppert's remarkable progress towards glory continues. 3 matches played on the Lakeside stage. He's won them all. Had a few nervy moments along the way, but he got over the line, and the manner of the victory will be extremely significant for him to draw upon in the future as well. It's Noppert who plays Fitton tomorrow in the semi-finals, and the dream of glory at the first attempt lives on. Waite's dream of retaining his crown is over. What a game.
Well, magnificent darting entertainment just for a few minutes there. We wondered whether Scott Waits was going to do it again, but Danny Noppert slammed the door shut. You wouldn't guess he was a Lakeside debutant, would you? Seems born to perform on that particular stage. The defending champ out. We'll speak to the winner and loser next.